here to talk about a brand new movie. You may have heard about it so far, right? Choices, lessons learned from a repeat offender, the Ron James story. So we want to kind of go down the road, introduce you guys, and tell us about your role as well.
Victoria Wilburn. I portray Ron's actual mom
In this.
Miriam James.
Wonderful. And Bryce?
Bryce Wakefield. I portray young Ron James as a 10 to 11-year-old.
I like it.
And I'm Ron James, and I actually get a cameo in my own movie.
Do you really?
I get to play a parole officer who gives myself a hard time.
A little different bit of a role for you, that is,
Yes,
right? So
absolutely.
for folks who maybe haven't seen any trailers for this, tell us a little bit about the movie.
Well, it is my life story. I spent 25 plus years going in and out of prison and suffered from opioid addiction, crack cocaine, alcohol. Had an opportunity to write my life story while I was in prison, and my life story then in book form from the book Choices became a motion picture, so I'm just excited about everything.
And I think we have a little bit of a preview here, some of the video that you guys can check out too while we're talking. But this movie, we want to point out, it has a lot of real moments in this film. Talk about some of those, and maybe even, you know, from being on the outside now, looking at the film, what is it like kind of seeing all this play out? Yeah,
one of the amazing parts that took place in the movie is when my mother came to see me while I was in prison, and it actually was the last time I really saw my mother in life. And my mother died while I was in prison, so that was very real for me, and it took me back and to that moment, and I actually even broke down. Yeah, it was
Wow. Yeah.
very touching.
And since you get to play mom in this, what has that been like for you?
Oh gosh, very humbling. And when I think about it, sometimes I think about my mom when I'm thinking about his mom,
Sure,
and
yeah.
having read the script and trying to understand the struggle that he went through. It's like really crazy that when you see him in this perspective, it's really hard to contemplate someone that's been addicted to opiates and heroin and what have you, and struggled for that many years, like 2.5 decades, and now to be able to tell his story. That's so humbling, and I'm just so humbled to do the mother.
Absolutely.
I'm just. Everybody needs to come out and see this.
Yes. I imagine it's probably the same for you, Bryce. Talk about your role in this. What's it like?
It is great to finally dig in and get to what he had to go through as not only a young child but an adult, and what he's went through makes me want to make great choices and develop my life to where I can teach other people to make the right choices as well.
I love that. That's what the message is all about. And real quick, we do have Landau in studio here with us. If you want to come on out, real quick, we want to bring you out here. Before we go, too, we want to mention that this Showtime, this is special, this is going on tomorrow evening, right?
That is correct, at Christ Temple, and it will be shown at
6:30 is when doors open, right? Okay, very good. Christ Temple Church for anyone that's interested. Landau, how's this been for you?
It's been great. You know, it's the first time I've ever got to play in a movie, so I'm very excited and scared at the same time.
All right. Well, you will also be there doing a musical performance. So thank you all so much for stopping by today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Go check out the movie tomorrow. Well, after the break,